As promised, I'm back with another video. This is the part 2 to the care home where we were trying to machine out the flooring screed. Now I'm going back with a better camera and a 300 machine, so let's see if we can get it out this time. And yeah, enjoy the video, and if you like it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.
Hello, I'm on TV. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe at the end.
As I said in the intro, we have the 300 machine here and we have a better camera. My one's still in for repair, so I've borrowed one off of another engineer. Now on the front of this 300 machine I have what I think is a 3-inch cutter, and we're going to try and punch a hole through that flooring screed, hopefully enough to then get the Picote in there and get this pipe flowing. I'm just going to remove this pan connector because I don't want to damage the seals on it with the machine. Now the reason I think this machine is going to do a better job is this cable's a lot better for forcing through stubborn blockages. It's more of a drain clearing machine, than the Picote is. The Picote is more of a descaler. Now the problem I was having with the Picote is the chains were sitting flush up against the block. So with this one I'm hoping it's going to force its way through the middle of it. Let's just get the camera down here and we can see that that cutter is right on the problem. So the camera's just dropping down the stack, around the 90 bend, and this is where the problem is. I'll try and get a better picture of it. I'll do a little bit of machining first, and then we'll drop the camera back down here. So on this machine there's 3 controls. The one I'm spinning now adjusts how tight the bearings in the front of the machine clamp down on the cable, essentially how quick it's going to push that cable forward. Then the lever I'm holding now is the cable going forwards and backwards, and then obviously you've got the foot pedal for on and off. As you can imagine, to get through flooring screed took an awful lot of machining. So after a lot of machining, I decided to sit the camera back down there and see what we're dealing with now. I know it's really hard to make out just because of the angle the camera's at, but it is making a dent on the inside of this screed, so I'm going to keep going and see where that gets us to, because this has got to come out one way or the other. So they're just doing the finishing touches on this care home, and it literally opens the next week after filming this, and it is Friday, and I think they're looking to open Monday or Tuesday. So as you can imagine, this is quite a problem. There's this floor affected. It also affects the 2 floors above me because it's coming down through the same pipe work. So lots and lots of machining. We just kept going, and I just hoped I was going to make a dent in it or get somewhere with it. I just had to be careful not to let the cutter go too far into it where it was going to jam and snag the cable, and just keep letting it eat away at the edge of the pipe. Once I've done that, I then put the camera back down, and we'll see if it's made any difference so far. Well, it looks like it was the right call using this machine. You can actually see down the side of that screed now, and I've actually moved it further down the pipe. So yeah, all I can do is keep chipping away at it. We're getting somewhere, so I'm hoping this is going to work. What do you think? So this blockage is actually so hard, it's wearing down the cutter on this machine. You can see how it's gone shiny on the end and not as pointy. But yeah, like I said, it's got to come out somehow, and this is working. We might need a new cutter though. Obviously I've edited down this footage, but you can imagine how long this took to get through. I think on site in total I was here about 2.5 hours. But yeah, we're getting somewhere, so let's keep going. Again, after a lot of machining, I decided to put the camera back down there and we'll check on the progress. Well, that is looking a lot better, so we're going to put the machine down once more and we're going to try and break up the rest of this big lump because, yeah, it's moving and that's what we want. It looks like it's broken off quite a lot. You can see where the cutter's cut into it quite clearly now. So, yeah, the 300 machine was definitely the tool for this. At this point, I was getting very bored of machining, but I needed to get it done. The only other option was to dig the floor up, and obviously with it opening on Monday or Tuesday, that's not happening. It wasn't an option. Now, I decided at this point to pull the 300 out, and I thought I'd have a go with the Picote. Now, what I was thinking here is because I've punched a hole down the side of it, the chains might open up down the side of it and break more of this off. So the Picote did break a little bit off, but the problem is because of the flat front on this cable, it was just jamming straight into it. It wasn't actually cutting through it like I thought it would. Now, this machine didn't like it, as you can see. And then I actually ended up knocking the cable off of the grinder that runs this machine, so I had to strip it down and reattach it, which wasn't ideal. But yeah, before that happened, I kept spinning it on it, but yeah, as you can see, as soon as it goes down that side, it was just jamming. There just wasn't enough room to open it up. Since this point, I've actually ordered a little cutter that goes in front of the chains. So what that does is, it's essentially a cutter that goes on the front that punch a hole through to allow the chains to open up. Now, this was the point that the machine really stopped liking it. So I pulled it back a little bit, let it run again, but again you can see it's just skipping over the face of it. As soon as it jumps up to that side, it jams, and yeah, that's what pulled the cable off of the grinder. Of course, as soon as that cable comes off the grinder, it stops running. Now, it's not quite happened yet. I think that was the moment there. So it looks like we're going back to the 300 machine, which, to be honest, isn't a bad thing. The 300 was doing a better job anyway. I'm going to skip over the footage of machining at the 300, you get the idea. Now, do you reckon I managed to get this out? All of a sudden, the cable shot forward, and I thought, oh, this could be it. So I put the camera back down there, and we'll have a look. And look at that, you can see the main line. Our recommendations from this point is to get that main line jetted through. As you can imagine, that's probably full of a lot of builder's rubble. So we're going to put that recommendation back to them. It's not really something you can do on your own because it's in the corridors. It's a really silly idea. I don't know why they've done it. Everything's on a blind connection, so I'm expecting they're going to get problems with other toilets. But at least this one's flowing now. The last thing to deal with here is the showers. Now, where all the sewage has gone back up the shower pipework, it's blocked it up. So this was a case of get a lot of water down there and give it a good plunge with a plunger. And of course we had the same problem with the shower in the room next door that's also connected to this pipework. Thank you for watching once again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Leave a comment, I'll try and reply back to you. And yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And why not consider becoming a member?
Please like and subscribe and leave a comment.